You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Wait a minute. Red, white, and blue? Wasn't that something earlier? Maybe it's a connection. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? What? Absolutely not. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I don't know why. Someone else is the culprit. I can't abandon you. I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there. A long time ago. Ooh. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Aw, don't you worry, girl. I'm gonna get you acquitted. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right. Thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She was like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me, too, okay? It's a deal. So what's next? Something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer. It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she called offensive. There has to be something in there. You best bet I'm going there right now. See if I can get it. Please tell me. Oh, whoa. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? That's just your luck, I guess. Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Yay! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. White? Blue? Uh-oh, we got something. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where ever heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences. At least not all the time. And this time is no different. Okay, come on. Give me what's in here. Give me. The screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. Woman's bottom? What do you... Oh, Phoenix. What a time to mix up your words. Oh. Bellboy, still here? Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Right now, game time. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence that she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Maybe that might mean something. Now, Detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack, eh? Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. I've heard of him being called the Bluff King. Let's see it in action. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Did you now? Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Naya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, how on the nose of you there, Mr. Gumshoe. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Good note, good note. Why the hell not? Why's that? What's your reason? And of course, it just goes right to there. Okay. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? I think I hit pay dirt. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said... Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! God. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. It was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence, huh? Come on, what's it? After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found around the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Damn, the joke got me. Next, again, suspect, examine the scene of crime with my own eyes. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me now. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I got a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Should I? Nah, I don't think that's the point. I don't know. I'm curious about this. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well... I hear they take the, little bits in the blood. The, hemoglobins. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Oh, thanks, pal. Your honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Really? On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? Right hand. She was right-handed. Ha ha ha. Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Yeah, this is a funny video game where crazy stuff happens. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? You know. Reality. Where you can do so many whack things. I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Objection! Stop right there. Oh, Cadet Pompous. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order. That didn't go so well. So that's right. That's what he said. So that's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Wait a minute. I distinctly remember something. Death was instantaneous? Well, if that's true, then she couldn't have written anything whatsoever. So here we go.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write down anything.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? Well, when? I think it was the day of the murder. I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder. Wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report till the day after. Oh, right. Prosecution's point being... Oh no, what you got? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. That was almost immediate to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Detective Asham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? I thought Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. Well, what? Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well. Hey, he said it. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? I'd like to know that too. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service, please. Did I just see what I think I just saw? Oh no, we got the cute, innocent, beguiling one. For fan service. Just to get all the men on her side. I bet you. Oh no, that's gonna be hard to fight against. Okay, I can do this. You got this, Phoenix. You got this. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. Well, when most of them are men and she is doing what she's doing, it's kind of to be expected, Your Honor. If I may say so myself. It's very unfair, but I'll get to it. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. That's what I said. He's already captured the heart of every man in this court. No, they're gonna yell at me. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5 when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fanco's offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Quit doing that near hand thing. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting at the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see any need to trouble the witness any.
Well, wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Oh, heck yeah, I'm cross-examining. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I had a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. Oh, no, he's hiding something. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Was it really 9?
Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question.
Maybe I should press a little harder on this one.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see how far it can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at the time of night.
Objection! Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witnesses.
The badgering?
You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think that should be allowed.
Ah, nuts.
Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next?
Ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was a mousy ghost in the fence there. And then we dodged to one side and ran away? Okay. That's new.
She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack.
Please continue your testimony.
What? She got to her and she hit her.
How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
She has a point.
I question your testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. Well, what?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that.
No, wait.
You saw nothing. That's what I'm going with. Did you really see the defendant at all?
Ah, gotcha. Call that.
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. And
everything else.
You're a devious airhead. That sounds like an oxymoron. Ugh, this is perplexing.
Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey,
you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh no. Twitchy. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling legal details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise, Link.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her.
Oh.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged her first attack and ran off to the right.
Wait.
Something's happening in my head. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statuary clock. The thinker, I think.
How do you know it's a clock?
Oh, I caught you. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee.
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
I already got this. First, I want to do something else. First attack and ran off to the right. This, I'm going to press. And then I'm going to do the contradiction.
Hold. Is that right, as in you're right? As in you look from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right! It was my right hand, right.
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
The girl in the hippie ran after her. She hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. With that clock. Oh! Oh! I got you. I got you right here.
Jackson. For some reason it didn't say anything. Whatever. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
No, I wouldn't. You quit that nonsense. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it.
Yeah.
Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Oh,
Objection! The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse that issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You'll withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Oh. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murders with these questions before. I mean, it was only one, but hey, a 1-0 ratio is still a win-win to me, I say. Well, only once. See? Only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Phew, that was close.
If you stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time.
Oh, you couldn't do that. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.?
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You're at the hotel. There's no way you could... Oh. That's what you meant.
You have proof that she could not?
Amateurs.
Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you are nothing.
You are nothing.
Then I would like to propose this test to see if she could really have heard. The prosecution denies your request.
What? On what grounds?
This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed. Objection sustained.
Damn. Time to switch directions. Quick.
Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor.
I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... that's the one I meant. I didn't read it. Curse me not reading, being too quick to... with the explain, being trigger-happy.
Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now.
Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor?
It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Oh, what you got now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
Huh?
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have emptied after she heard it, been emptied. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove that when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof.
What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Huzzah!
Take that!
Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, cool! You have a girly phone. Oh, wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
Oh, Edgewood getting upset. Yuck. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella.
Yeah, he gets too much slack so far.
Let's hear the conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? Why, it's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27
a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, is it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Link.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Of course, because that's not possible. The witness claims she had seen it before, quote-unquote. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
Here you go.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world.
And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Ooh, sick born, bra.
Oh? Excuses not on sale today?
Oh, follow-up burn.
Whoa. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh. This silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did, hee. Wink.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Oh, look at that scowl. Oh, you in trouble now.
Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it.
Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter.
Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let us see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Oh, there we are. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Oh.
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof.
The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... there, the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. I think you'll find it very interesting and inspiring, maybe. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You, lawyer! It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Well, no. That did it. The court seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? Saying exactly what everyone wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Well, she's good for an airhead. Damn, she's... that's what I said. Well, you're not the first man who saw that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way! Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy, wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
Objection!
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What?
I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept the condition. I've gone this far, I'm gonna go all the way. Alright, got nothing to lose except for, well, everything.
Understood, I accept your condition.
Fool. You fell right into my trap. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.